Dear children, this is Janet. In this video, we are going to learn a new interesting chapter, that is chapter 6, Changes Around Us. Children, we see so many changes happening around us day by day in our life. Think of a plant. If you observe it for 6 months or 1 year, you would see its different phases, isn't it? Are you looking same as you were in LKG? No, na? You are growing day by day and your appearance, height, weight are changing. Yes, a child grows day by day and become an adult and finally into old age. All these are changes. And some changes like this, once happened, cannot be taken back or cannot be moved back. Let us take a piece of paper. If you tear it into two halves, will it look same as before? No. Now the shape has changed, size has changed, so there is a change in the paper. You think of an ice cream. If it is inside the freezer, it looks quite solid. If it is kept outside the fridge, it melts and becomes liquid. This is also a change because the liquid ice cream looks different from that of solid ice cream. So, how do we define change? What is a change? We can simply define as anything that becomes different undergoes a change. The changes that occur around us can be broadly classified as reversible or irreversible depending on whether they can be reversed or not. Let me explain you in detail. Reversible changes. Changes that can be reversed are called reversible changes. You would have seen water getting freezed into ice, that is, water changed into ice. And you know, if an ice cream kept outside the freezer, it melts. These are changes. But these changes are reversible because the water changed into ice can be turned back to water by keeping it out the fridge. And the molten ice cream can be freezed again to ice cream by keeping it inside the freezer. Okay, melting of ice, freezing of water are reversible changes. What about evaporation and condensation? In evaporation, if we boil water, it becomes water vapor. The water vapor, if it hits a cold surface, again it becomes water. This is called condensation. So, the evaporation and condensation are also reversible changes. Thus, the three physical states of water are reversible and can be changed from one state to another by heating or cooling. Here, no new substances are formed, but the changes can be turned back. Now, let us learn about irreversible changes. Changes that cannot be reversed are called irreversible changes. These irreversible changes result in the formation of new substances. For example, ripening of fruits. Think of a ripe mango. It is impossible to get back the raw mango from the ripened one. So it is an irreversible change. We have already studied how to prepare curd from milk. This process is called fermentation. The curd is entirely different from milk. We cannot turn the curd back into milk. So, making curd from milk is an irreversible change. The new substance formed here is curd. And even curdling of milk is also an irreversible change. Here, the new substance formed is paneer, which is entirely different from milk. If you burn a paper, it turns into ash. Ash is a new substance formed which is entirely different from paper. So, burning of paper is an irreversible change. Cooking of food, blooming of flowers, cutting of clothes, tearing of paper, baking of a cake are examples for irreversible changes. Children, in some irreversible changes, no new substances are formed. Example, cutting of clothes and tearing of paper. After tearing, we get paper only. Children, hope now you are clear with reversible and irreversible changes. Let us learn more about changes in our next video. Thank you.